Got it away, that's fine. Gooch is the man chasing. Will he get it? Yes, he does. War coming back to the third. It's a poor throw. That's great running. Oh, there's trouble. What a run out. What a tragedy. Wow, War run out. Hurley fell over. Dear, oh dear. There was always going to be 3 in that. It was a pathetic throw from Gooch. War saw the throw. Wicketkeeper Hurley slipped over, and an innings ends in a tragic way for Stephen War and Australia.
Yes, well, indeed, you might go crook, Steve. Ian Healy slipped at the vital moment. It was a good save by Gooch. At one stage it looked as though it was going to get past him and go for 4, but he made the slide. In getting to his feet, he wasn't able to get full power behind the ball, and in fact it wasn't the slip that did Healy in, because he was never coming back for the third. So War is run out for 46, and the sixth wicket is down for 205.
Well, what a match. Jeff Lawson, who holed out in Manchester. He's the experienced campaigner now. They can still win this Australia. 22 off 22. Healy will be a little bit upset. Lawson should have a word to the young man, saying just put bat to ball, take every single, forget the run out. That's history now. 6 for 205. A runner ball. Gooch's throw was ordinary, and Moore picked it up so quickly. There was always 3 in it.
There's 2 diabolical run-outs for Australia in this innings, and both coming at a time when they were just getting on top. Tom Moody had just hit Embry for a huge 6, and a stupid run-out saw the end of Tom Moody's innings, and an equally stupid mix-up there, causing the end of Steve War. Healy was never ever coming back for the third, which is strange because War was the man who was heading for the danger end. And I guess the other thing that Steve War was thinking was that 3 would bring him back on strike. And he was quite happy that he was going to make it. In fact, he was going to get home easily. So why Healy wasn't running is beyond me. And what's more, it was War's call, because he was the man running and being able to see the ball. He was running at the fielder.
Foster to Healy. Looks for 1. It could be out. It's overthrow. Throw by the bowler's end, and that certainly was out. I would have thought if it hit the stumps, Lamb was in quickly. Wicketkeeper Rhodes didn't get it to it, so they pick up 2. It's all happening at Trent Bridge. Mervyn Hughes, Dean Jones.
You're not the only Victorian that starts jumping around and getting excited, Bill, when it gets a bit close. I see both Dean Jones and Merv Hughes are on their feet.
20 off 21, Ian. Healy moves to 16. Foster the bowler. Swing and a miss.
Is that compulsory in the Victorian dressing room, is it? You've got to jump about and get excited.
I guess we didn't win often enough, Ian. When we won, we loved it. David Boone from Tasmania. Relaxed, but just a little bit tense. Tim Zura not playing, leaning forward. They're all sort of half back in their seats, not quite sure. In comes Foster. Healy on strike. Gets a bad ball, puts it away. In comes Embry. He's got a good arm. Don't try him out. Look at that throw. It's a beauty. 1 run.
Yes, it was a good piece of fielding by Embry, because he went one-handed. He realised that he had to get rid of it quickly.
Mike Foster comes in. He misses it wide. Wide, says Dickie Bird. Down the leg side. They are dynamite if you push it down the leg side. Good umpiring. Well bowled, but they could get a run.
"17 off 17. That's the target for Australia. Jeffrey Lawson taking block as he faces the first ball from this end.
That's a bouncer. It's a wide. He's called a wide. Well, that was a poor delivery from De Freitas. He's dug it into Lawson. Umpire Hampshire calls wide. Freitas. Lawson plays and misses. You almost hear the nick from here, the crowd said. Not out. A wonderful atmosphere.
And Philip De Freitas thought that he'd heard something.
Gets it away, through for one. Gooch does the fielding. It's well struck. Gow knocks it down. They get one. Yes, they do. Hits the umpire. A little bit of humour still left for David Gow. He flicked it back, hit up by Hampshire.
Beautifully hit. And David Gow actually did extremely well to save that.
They asked the question for LB, they're through for a leg bye. And De Freitas just a fraction short.
De Freitas is digging the ball in short to Lawson. That one probably a fraction high and also missing leg stump.
It's good cricket, intelligent batting. That's the over bowled, 6 for 215. That's an excellent delivery. That makes a bit of big difference at this stage. Every dot ball puts the pressure right back on the batsman.
I reckon Ian Healy's hurt one of his legs in that run-out mix-up.
This could be out of... He hits it. He misses it. It's an overthrow. In comes Embry with the strong arm. They're through for two. Healy is limping badly. Well, there's Lamb. He's played a lot of one-day matches. He took the chance, was looking for the wicket and conceded the run.
Well, Lamb did the right thing. He had to throw the stumps down. Keeper Rhodes wasn't quite able to get into position, although he was certainly heading in the right direction.
Ball needed. Beats him. Well bowled. They call it. No. Lawson's waving to the dressing room. Look at that delivery.
That's a pretty useful delivery. The leg cutter, it's just gone off the seam. The bowler certainly wasn't appealing. The keeper was the only one going up. He's a fine bowler of that leg cutter. Lawson has signalled to the pavilion for a runner, but now I think he's just said forget it.
10 off 9. It's up in the air. It's safe, is it? Pringle doesn't get there, so they get the single. He tried to whip that away on the onside, got a leading edge. This one, he does. It's in the air. There's a man there. It's Gooch. He's under it. It's a high sky. Can he catch it? Yes, he does. Lawson out. A very good catch under pressure. Looking into the sun. It went high. It was a fly ball. He stood his ground, did Graham Gooch. That was a superb catch.
Yes, he just lay on the ground after he caught the ball. In fact, threw the ball away. It was a tough catch, as Bill Lawrie called it. Looking into the sun. Gooch, I think, was just, he doesn't want any congratulations. He just wants to be left alone, I think. That was a pretty tough catch going into the sun, but he handled it well. And it was with great relief that he fell to the ground, lay there, and then tossed the ball away. So the 7th wicket is down with a score at 218. And they want 9 runs, Australia, for victory. They have 3 wickets in hand. And Tim May is coming in to join the 2 guys out there, Dean Jones, the runner, and Ian Healy. Ian Healy will be, he'll be on strike.
Tim May.
Jeff Lawson smashing that one away over cover. In the end, he picked out Graham Gooch. Boy, he was relieved to hang on to that one.
That was a good catch because it went very, very high. It was straight into the sun. The sun's low here at Trent Bridge. He really didn't deviate from taking his eye off the ball. He's right there, caught it well. But I wouldn't like to be out there in the middle at the moment. Dean Jones, a runner. Healy with a hamstring, possibly. May's been sitting there hoping not to come in. He joins Healy on 23. What a match.
Now there's 1 ball to go in this over. Healy is on strike. So the important thing here for Australia is that Healy gets a single to get the strike for next over. So the best thing Tim May can be doing is backing up and really be on his bike.
Foster, he's hit it. Down to long on, bounces once, they're coming back for the second, that's good running. May safely home. Wow, that was farcical. Both the runner and the batsman were running. So, in fact, they've got 4, have they? I've never seen that before. A runner.
And David Gower is just saying, and quite rightly so, to Harold Bird, let's get the runner off. This is ridiculous. And David Gower, in my opinion, is quite right. He's got to go. And in fact, I reckon from Australia's point of view, they would be better. And Jack Hampshire is now having a bit of a yarn to them and saying, fellas, what's going on here? If you can run 2, you don't need a runner. I don't know how he can explain his way out of that. Harold Bird has now entered the conversation. And here we see both of them running. And in fact, I reckon Dean Jones has started short, which is ridiculous. He's taken off for the run before the batsman even swung, which is out of order. And I think maybe that's why David Gower has suggested that he should be sent from the field, as well as the fact that Healy was capable of running the 2. But Dean Jones was right out of order. It's a Victorian trick, that.
I've never seen that before, where the runner and the batsman have run 2. Maybe 1 in excitement you've taken off and got halfway, but to run 2 full runs as the ball was skied out to long on, under pressure as De Freitas comes in to bowl the final over. 6 runs required, 6 balls to be bowled, 7 runs required. May on strike. How would you like to be Tim May?
We should let you know that in this competition, in the case of a tie, the result shall be the team that loses the lesser number of wickets shall be the winner. Now, in that case, England are the winner because they only lost 5.
De Freitas to May. Tempted Yorker down the leg side, no run. Wide! Wow, good umpiring, Hampshire. De Freitas is going mad. He's followed through. I don't think Gower's all that happy. Let's have a look at it.
Once again, it's the new man at the crease, and I reckon that makes the difference. And there's a fair bit of common sense in that umpiring. De Freitas doesn't like it, but I wouldn't mind betting that if that delivery had been made to Ian Healy, that a wide wouldn't have been called. So that makes it a runner ball now.
6 off 6, May on strike. De Freitas, can he keep his cool? Steams in from the members' end. Bad ball, he's whipped it away. Gooch is the sweeper, just a single. 5 off 5, 3 wickets in hand. Rackerman and Alderman, the batsman to come.
I don't think we want to get down quite as far as that, Bill. I think we're down far enough now.
Well, this is the man, really. Healy's been there for some time. He's batted quite well. Apart from the run out, I think he's done a fantastic job. He's on 25, but really, he wants to hold the strike, I feel. A runner ball. I wouldn't want Tim May trying to hit 2 off the last ball or anything like that. We'll be under a bit of pressure.
It's interesting looking forward to the match at Lords. If Australia win and it goes to 1-1, because Healy is injured and also Zura has a knee problem.
De Freitas, he's hit it. He's through for a single. Wow. 4 runs required, 4 balls to be bowled. A dot ball would be crucial for England. Disastrous for Australia. Tim May can handle the bat. Will Gower bring the field in?
Well, I think David Gower has got to take a punt here. He's got to try and keep Tim May on strike. He's off. David Gower is at mid-wicket and Lamb is close at cover.
He's dropped him. That was a catch, an outside edge. Rhodes dived away, knocked it down. 3 from 3, and that was the catch they needed, England. Rhodes has kept beautifully. He didn't hang on to this one.
It was a good thick edge there from Tim May, but he really should have caught that. He was a bit slow in making the dive. And so Tim May has got the desired result. He's got the single and given Healy the strike. So it's now 3 runs from 3 balls. So Australia have to win. The tie is no good to them. If they even the score, England wins.
Gower bringing in Gooch. I think you'll see that Healy will try and go over the top. There's only one man at deep long leg. He'll go over mid-wicket. The ball's a fraction short. The Freitas to Healy. It's a full toss. He misses it. Oh, they're through for a single. A leg by, and that brings May on strike. Dear, oh dear. 2 from 2.
Well, you were right about the 2. He's got to get 2, but he's got 2 balls to do it in, Bill.
Actually, that was the full toss. Healy could have hit that anywhere. That's what the pressure does to you. The field was up. It wasn't a good ball. It wasn't a York. It was pad high. And Healy swung across the line and didn't put it away.
And now Gower is having a good long chat to his bowler while the batsmen are having a chat there in the middle. Tim May is on strike. Slip comes in. Ian Botham comes into first slip. And Gower is going to come into a mid-wicket position. In fact, he's calling the lot up. Third man, Robin Smith, is coming up. So what he's really deciding is that he's got to keep May on strike. He's got to get a dot ball, and he's got to keep him on strike. And I suppose the best thing that could happen for England would be to get a wicket, because they then get rid of May and they would bring in one of the real rabbits, Rackerman or Alderman, probably Rackerman, and he would have to score 2 off the last ball.
In comes to Freitas. May on strike. Go for the hit, son. He does it. He bowls him. A beautiful delivery. What a captaining performance by Gower. He put the pressure on. May fell for it. Didn't keep his head down. The stumps went back. 1 ball to be bowled. 2 runs for victory. What a match.
Yes, well, Tim May was attempting to swing the ball away over the onside. He really should have had a bit of a clue where that ball was going to be bowled, because the offside field placing, you've really got to figure that the bowler is going to try and keep it on off stump. Now, he may have made a mistake and gone down leg side, in which case it wouldn't have been difficult to get a piece of bat on it, and he probably even would have got a wide call, because the umpires have been doing a very good job in that regard. So it was a bit silly, really, in trying to swing the ball away over the onside. But that's happened. May is out bowled, and Carl Rackerman comes to the crease with the score 225, and Australia, the only way they can win the game is to score 2 runs or more off the last ball.
They have to score 3, don't they? Because the wickets will be level. They've got to 227 to win. Sorry, 225, 227 to win. 2 runs for victory. Now, will he bring 1 or 2 down? Gower, he surely can't have them all up now, because if they get bat on ball and they get us 2, Australia will win. 1, it'll be a tie, and England will win, because Australia have lost 8 wickets, England have lost 5. What a nail biter, what a finish, what a match. And big Carl Rackerman, their heart will be pounding, pound, as he makes his way. His feet won't be touching the grass. He'll be under enormous pressure. And let's have a look at this field from David Gower. That was a great piece of captaincy. He may take up the challenge. Yes, they're going back. Third man's going back. Fine legs going back. They won't go right to the fence. They'll try and cut off the single. Both of them at slip. Gatting at gully. Now, what a match. The crowd on the edge of their seats.
Well, that's a bit strange now, Bill, because he has got third man and fine leg right back. They'd be struggling to cut off for 2. Unless the ball goes straight to them, they might just cut off for 2. Rackerman is going to be coming back to the keeper's end. So the faster runner in this case, because Healy is injured, he'll be heading to the non-striker's end in the case of them going for 2. Foster has stayed well inside the boundary, but I reckon Robin Smith is too deep, and in fact he is asking Gower, should I be that deep? And in fact there's a few fieldsmen asking David Gower a few questions.
Well, now the batsmen have a meeting. Australia need 2 runs for victory, and I think Gatting and Lamb and Gooch have told Gower that Australia have to score 2 runs to win the match. They've realised at last that if the scores are level, England will win. So out goes now Lamb, who was one of the men that suggested they don't want to give away 2, but why not a mid-wicket? Big Carl Rackerman on strike, the final ball, 2 runs for victory for Australia. The crowd roar. He misses it, it's all over. The game's over, England win the match.
Well, Ian Healy is quite happy about that, getting the tie, but I've got some bad news for him. Healy's got a big smile on his face, thinking that they've got a tie, so that it's still a chance for them to win at Lord's, but they're in for some bad news when they get back to the pavilion, because England have won the match, even though the scores are level.
The match is tied.
And it's interesting, I don't think there was a big appeal there for run out. I don't think Dickie Bird gave him out. And Healy definitely thinks that Australia have kept the series alive, but I think he's in for a rude shock when he gets back to the pavilion.
All rests on the final match on Monday at Lord's. And that our batsman Ian Healy and Carl Rackerman.
Wow, what a finish. I believe that tie might be on the final game. We'll check the rules. Scores were level. 8 for 226, so the series is still alive. Yes, the rules are only in the final match if wickets are level. So Australia tie this match and we go to Lord's 1-all.
Yes, so he's quite right to have the big smile on his face, Ian Healy, because the tie does keep the series alive. So I think that England probably weren't quite sure. They probably thought they were going to win the game by having the scores even.